Yep, 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 yep. Yep. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Oh shit, hold up. Tell like it is TV. We live, we live, we live. We live like Channel 4 and Channel 5, man. So what I mean? So we're gonna get it popping real quick. Do this live stream before the game get ready to start. About like another 2 hours or something like that. So I figure I'll come up here, probably burn about an hour, just about that. Um, so yeah, we're gonna talk about some politics and shit today. On the live stream, I will be talking about the game last night, but I'm gonna do a video on that between the Detroit Lions and goddamn the Rams. So I'm gonna recap that game as well, but I'll do a video on that one because I definitely want to speak on that game because I tried to tell y'all niggas, man. I tried to tell y'all, but I'm gonna let this music play real quick while I do a few things real quick. So let's get it going.
Church on this special day. What makes this day so special? What is so special, you ask? Another black boy bites the dust to which thou art returned. I knew this boy, this Robert Craig, whose mama brought him up as best she could. It wasn't the lack of love that brought this boy down. It was the scourge of drugs and gangs. Are we afraid of these hoodlums? I said, are we afraid of these terrorists? Woo! It's gangster. Woo! It's gangster. Woo! It's gangster. Yo, these rap niggas spend a lot of time writing punchlines. I walk in the vocal booth and just speak my mind. Look in my eyes. You see it, I live for the cheddar. Twice I bet my life I could survive and better. Niggas looking all tough in the face. Screwy, don't move me. I beat you till you black and blue like my favorite Gucci. Move during the jokes, you know I'm gonna shoot. So you gon' pay me or the hospital do? Don't call me the feature, I don't wanna rap with you. I brought my knife in the club, I came to scrap with you. Got a hiss when I talk, a bop when I walk. You're now rocking with the grimiest nigga in New York. Yeah, 50, aka Ferrari, F50, aka 50 Cent. Now fuck with me, cut a fiend, suffer fucking up my product as a young buck. I probably got your house party shot up in water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Liquor in water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Liquor in water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Don't be a blood or crap, nigga, bitch, follow me. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Liquor in water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Liquor in water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Don't be a blood or crap, nigga, bitch, nigga, follow me. Me to the new Lex Coupe, cause I'm ruthless. My left hook, I land in your smile and leave you toothless. My rims keep spinning when I stop at the light. I pay 12 cents to catch that stunt, nigga, alright? Watch this. Watch niggas hop on my dick. Run in the rim shop and cop the same shit. When I rhyme, I'm hungry like I'm fresh out of jail. In my hood, they respect me like Sonny and Bronx Tale. I heard somewhere niggas rather hear the truth than a lie. Okay, I sprinkle dust in my weed. Wanna get high, you know I'm gutter before the bitches that try and stay fly. My team can't win without me. I'm like Allen. I'm water. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. If you get in water, I'm Trissy Wissy Water. If you get in water, I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Could be a blood or crip, nigga, bitch, follow me. I'm Trissy Wissy Water. If you get in water, I'm Trissy Wissy Water. If you get in water, I'm Trissy Wissy Water. Could be a blood or crip, nigga, your son bitch, follow me. In 96, I went from sitting in the six to the turtles on the island beating me with nightsticks. Since DFY days, I had a problem with authority. When niggas try to tell me what to do, it really bothers me. Look, man, stun on me, I'ma get mad at ya. Niggas with my attitude, boys riots in Attica. Bastard child, pop slit nigga, mama was at her. Cut class, but I'm a pro and spin schoolyard grammar. Reminiscing on when I was broke. Yeah, I sold soap and used my grandfather coffee pot to cook coke. There it is, dog, off your foot. C-Lo, Brooklyn niggas, we know. Take money like Devo. Little niggas acting big like Pesci in casino. Come to your projects and take a building like they need. We know, motherfucker. You think it in water? You think it in water? nigga, bitch, follow me.
All right, all right, all right. So, first of all, happy Martin Luther King Day. You know what I'm saying? Happy Martin Luther King Day. So it's only right we started off with the good king himself. A few words from him at the end of the day, and then we're gonna get right into it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start it off with this one right here. Him talking about pretty much what happened during that time of the civil rights and all of that. Pretty much a lot of that stuff right now is pretty much the big topic right now when it comes down to immigration and stuff like that. So we're just gonna get into this real quick because he also tells the truth about a lot of the stuff. Thing about Martin Luther King is that when these people get put in these positions at the end of the day, there's only so much truth that they really can tell. You know what I mean? Because they are under agreement with certain things that that they decided to align themselves with, and once they break though or tell certain truths, then that's where things became a problem. See, they didn't have a problem with Martin Luther King when he was trying to get everybody together and welcoming everybody to America and all this other stuff. It was only when he decided to tell the truth about what ended up happening to a lot of the ancient Americans is when they decided, okay, we got to take them out. And it actually just came out officially that Dr. King didn't die in the hospital. I mean, he didn't die on that at the hotel. They killed him in the hospital. So that's what actually just came out not too long ago. I think I just on one of my live streams I actually just showed y'all that. So let's get into this real quick.
Through the Emancipation Proclamation of Abraham Lincoln, but gave the slaves no land, on nothing in reality, and as a matter of fact, to get started on. At the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give the white peasants from Europe an economic base. And yet it refused to give its black peasants from Africa, who came here involuntarily in chains.
Okay, so like I said, when they talk about these people coming over, that's what he's talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? They tell some half truths here and there. You know what I mean? Dr. King couldn't speak on, motherfuckers being indigenous to the land. He couldn't do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have been took King out. You know what I'm saying? They'd have took him out like a goddamn chess game at the end of the day. Had he got out here and really been telling people the truth. So he did give some truths at the end of the day. If you calling somebody a European peasant and you calling somebody an African peasant at the end of the day, then that means that's like the low of the low, right? Wouldn't that mean that? So if they was over here, they was getting brought over here at the end of the day. So what would that mean? That means they were slaves as well. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, they tell a lot of half truths. You got to kind of read between the lines when these niggas is talking out here. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's let this keep going.
And had worked free for 244 years, any kind of economic base. And so emancipation for the Negro was really freedom to hunger. It was freedom to the winds and rains of heaven. It was freedom without food to eat or land to cultivate. And
all right, and when you when you look at what was supposed to happen with the the thing that Abraham Lincoln signed and all of that, once they took Abraham Lincoln out, you know what I'm saying, because that's what he was doing it for. So they took him out and changed his policies. It's no different from you look at a guy like Trump, or before that you look at somebody like Obama. They come through, they had their policies. The next president comes through and pretty much rips a lot of that shit apart. And as you see with Trump, and Biden comes through, rips all that shit apart. So that's why it never happened. You see what I'm saying? But let's let this keep going though.
Therefore, it was freedom and famine at the same time. And when white Americans tell the Negro to lift himself by his own bootstraps, they don't look over the legacy of slavery and segregation. I believe we ought to do all we can and seek to lift ourselves by our own bootstraps. But it's a cruel jest to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And many Negroes, by the thousands of millions, have been left bootless as a result of all of these years of oppression, and as a result of a society that deliberately made his color a stigma and something worthless and degrading.
All right, so this is what they was, during that time you had the Black Panthers, you had the Black Power and all this whole other stuff. But like I said, they changed our identity so many different times. So by the time we start screaming this Black Power and shit and black people and all this other shit, nigga, black is the definition of the color black is you're never gonna get nothing under that. You know, see what I'm saying? You're never gonna get anything under the color black. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It will never happen for you. And that's why when niggas is out here, talking about, we black Americans or foundational black Americans, once again, you're killing yourself, you're killing us from having any real shot at anything political, anything motherfucking to get laws passed and all the other shit. What they got that Asian hate crime bill, right? You got the anti-Semitic bill and shit like that, right? These are people that describe themselves as something that they believe or something that what they would describe themselves to be as a race of people. You see what I'm saying? It's only us that we get to go around this bitch talking about we are color, and a black color at that. You know what I'm saying? So everything is dead on arrival as soon as that issue comes up. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's let them keep going.
When you stood on the Lincoln Memorial that day in August '63, you said I had a dream.
But I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare.
Okay. So they love to give you, I remember when I was in school, they taught us about Dr. Martin Luther King. He had a dream, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But then they give you an assassination. You know what I mean? They never give you the shit where he's coming out and telling the truth. Now, there's a lot of people out here that do be bashing Martin Luther King. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. Oh, he was a traitor. He was this. Y'all saying the man might have been gay and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not jumping on any of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Even though there has been FBI files and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not jumping all over that. What I will say about Dr. Martin Luther King, what I respect about what he did, even if let's say this nigga was a sellout, right? What I did respect that he did, which we don't see a lot of niggas doing now, is out here telling the goddamn truth when they fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You still got niggas out here still riding on Biden and Kamala Harris coattails. Don't want to hold these niggas responsible or be like, yo, look, man, we fucked up with telling niggas to go vote for these scumbags. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up on that. You know what I mean? You can't. These niggas won't even do that. You know what I'm saying? They won't even do that. That's one thing I will say about King. When he realized, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? They basically giving everything to everybody else, and when it come down to us, we ain't getting shit out the deal. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that dream has became a nightmare. That's the whole thing. Where I'm about to get into this next one right here, where he starts talking about what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this real quick.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land.
Okay? So through an act of Congress. So when you got sellouts like Tamika Mallory out here telling niggas, I mean, what do you want Biden to do? It's not like he could just sign something. You know what I'm saying? Clowns, straight clowns. You know what I'm saying? But they put these people, in positions to steer niggas the wrong way. Keep niggas spinning around and shit like that. But anyway, let's let it keep going real quick.
In the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farm. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. Now, this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
All right. And when he said that, when we coming to get our check too, they took his ass out. And he got help. They got help with sellouts as well. Niggas like Jesse Jackson and shit. A lot of these dudes, man, sad work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's all about like-minded folks, man. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? That's the way you're gonna have to build, because other than that, you think you can trust a nigga, they can pay a nigga a certain amount of money, and that nigga turn you over at a drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All right, so let's come over here real quick. This is hold up, what happened? All right, so yeah, this is Kamala Harris and them right now. Talking about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. saw the future as a future of equality, justice, and opportunity for all. As we honor him today, it's on us to carry his work out. And they still ain't did shit for niggas yet. You know what I'm saying? These two right here have the nerve to be clout chasing off of Dr. Martin Luther King after what I just played y'all. Got the nerve to be clout chasing off of this man on his day. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't doing nothing for nobody but immigrants and goddamn funding wars and they goddamn own self. You know what I'm saying? And they families. That's all they doing shit for. You know what I mean? But they got the nerve to be out here playing games when it comes down to Dr. Martin Luther King and clout chasing off of his day. You know what I'm saying? Real nasty work. Real pathetic at the end of the day, if you ask me. All right, so let's come over here real quick as we get into the situations. As when Dr. Martin Luther King talked about these they was taking care of the African peasants and the European peasants, and then helping them out with giving them lesser taxes on shit, this, that, and the third. That way they can keep the farms and this, that, getting funded grant money and shit like that to motherfucking fund the schools and shit like that federally. Okay, so as we've been going through this whole migrant issue and stuff like that, and how they're housing these people and giving these people money, they giving them bread. You know what I'm saying? Most of us gotta work, this, that, and the third, and niggas is in here. People at work is over here chopping down at the bits for hours and shit like that. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just nasty work all the way through and through, and these motherfuckers are just giving them money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But anyway, so here's a place in Maine right here where these people get to stay free. Okay, they get to stay here free at the end of the day. So let's get into this.
And now, free rent for some migrants in Maine. Taxpayers there are footing the bill for new apartments built specifically for these newly arrived border crossers.
Now think about that. Here it is. Your auntie is fucked up in the game. Your mama might be fucked up in the game. Your daddy, whatever the case may, cousins, somebody, a friend, you know what I mean, fucked up in the game. They ain't out here motherfucking building spots for these people to be at. You know what I mean? You ride by wherever the fuck you at right now, a motherfucker out here in these streets, literally sleeping. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. But at the end of the day, they let these people come through and build these niggas some shit. Look at this shit. This apartments, bro. Look at this. This is crazy. This is like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? This is some fresh shit they out here doing. But anyway, just look how quick they are when it comes down to doing something for somebody else. But when it comes down to you, oh, just come vote for me. Just come vote for me. You ain't black if you don't come vote for me, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Not only a free roof over their heads, they have at least, wait for it, 2 years worth of rent paid for.
Okay. So just think about that. Keep that shit in mind when they out here trying to get you to vote and shit like that at the end of the day. All right. Now, when it comes down to this situation, oh no, that's actually the wrong video. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. But we got to talk about that though, for sure. Hold on, let me come over here. All right, as you see, you got the whole situation with these folks out here. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a bean pie. Y'all know I'm not a big Joe Biden and fan like that, right? But we know the rules when it comes down to the White House, okay? You jump your ass over that gate, you liable to get your wig split. They gonna Swiss cheese your ass, you hop over that gate. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people talk about hopping over that gate, and when Trump and stuff was in there, I'm like, look, man, I'm gonna keep it a bean pie. If a motherfucker hop over that gate and they Swiss cheese his ass at the end of the day, I'm not about to be out here talking about, oh, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand the Palestinian thing. That shit is wild. You know what I mean? That shit is definitely wild. But here it is. A lot of these people that can be here can be agitators at the end of the day. You got to understand they have groups and shit like that. You know what I mean? I showed y'all they do this shit when it comes down to the Antifa niggas or the fucking Black Lives Matter and all that .org. You know what I mean? When it comes down to that shit, they have group meetings. I showed y'all that. And they come through and they rally these protests and stuff like that. But are any of these niggas taking themselves over to Palestine at the end of the day? What about the real issues in America? You getting taxed like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You getting all kind of bullshit and shit like that you got to deal with. But they constantly, when it's time to fucking vote, they got us thinking, they want our minds elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Instead of right here dealing with the issues that's right here. What's going on out there is fucked up. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely know that, and you know what I'm saying? I hope you know, whatever karma comes is whatever karma comes for them people, man. That's crazy what they doing out there. But at the end of the day, that ain't my issue. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my issue right here in America. I'm just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? We got to tell it like it is. That's not the Ukraine, Russia. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? So you're not about to get up here and throw a nigga on TV and be like, oh yeah, man, we need to care about this. We need to support that. Nah, I need to support what the fuck going on in America. That's what I need to be supporting. But let's get into this real quick. As you see the snipers up there. Ready. And mind you, see, all these whatchamacallits have the same fist. So when niggas was throwing up the fist back in the days in the civil rights, when they was saying the black power and all that whole other shit, fam, that ain't nothing but a fucking, what they call that shit, a Marxist group. Because the Palestine niggas is doing this shit, the protesters doing that shit too. Black Lives Matters was doing that shit too. What was another one? You see these when it comes down to even the LGBT and all that shit. They all use the same symbol. You know what I mean? But, you know, you try to explain that to a dumb nigga, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, you know, like I said, these are just issues that personally, like I said, that's not my issue. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. We got all kind of crazy shit happening out here in America. And once again, they got us thinking about shit that's out of the country. You know what I'm saying? What about these fucked up policies and politics and all the shit y'all niggas is out here doing? You know, taxing the fuck out of niggas and shit like that. But then, you know, you want us to think about something else. But part of the reason why we thinking of something else is because you're spending a massive amount of bread to be doing shit that we didn't ask for.
Not enough has been done. There's no doubt about that. And I think that the president needs to do more. The Congress needs to do more. Cities out here that are the target of this political game that Governor Abbott is playing are...
Okay. Now, Governor Abbott, y'all know how I feel about Governor Abbott at the end of the day. I think he's a part of the trick too as well. Because at the end of the day, like, nigga, you're sending them deeper into America. Now, some of these, like Eric Adams, Kathy Hochul, right, out there in New York, they invited these people. They got on TV and just to make a political game. So he's telling a partial truth, but because he's the fucking governor of Illinois, which is ran by, you know, it's a Democratic state, you know, he has to put all the blame on Governor Abbott. You know what I mean? Isn't it Brandon Johnson? This is the nigga I'm telling y'all about right here. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how you speak these people's name into existence and they got to pop up on the screen and say something. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've been telling y'all for a minute is, y'all, okay, good. I'm glad y'all jumping on city council out there in Illinois, Chicago, paying attention and what they actually spending money on and shit out there, and the money that's going to people and shit like that, and they canceling your schools and football programs and shit for the kids and shit like that. They doing all this and just giving it to some motherfuckers that ain't even from here. You see what I'm saying? And y'all jumped on Brandon Johnson's ass. Y'all been on his ass, and he been out here having to explain. He been out here explaining. You know what I'm saying? But the issue needs to be right here with this guy right here, because he's the one. You know what I'm saying? He's the governor of your state. So it's just kind of funny how that happens, though. But anyway, let's let him keep going.
Are suffering, and here in Illinois, it's minus 29 degrees outside with the wind chill. We have migrants that arrive from Texas virtually every day, hundreds, and we don't have places to put them. We don't have enough shelter space here. There are plenty of other cities where, if he's going to send people, they could be sent. But no, he's choosing only Democratic states, Democratic cities. Not.
All right, so let's come over here to the next one. All right, so this is what's her name? Jasmine Crockett. Okay, so this is the one that was up here defending Hunter Biden and all that shit on Congress when they was, trying to put the pressure on Hunter Biden about his dealings and shit like that he was out here doing. You know what I'm saying? I only wish I had somebody that loved me like Joe loves her. Okay, and that don't mean that a nigga ain't guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You got a cousin that did some dumb shit and fucked around, went to jail. Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I love that nigga, man, but damn, that nigga fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up. He crashed out. You know what I'm saying? The nigga crashed out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's let her show. She's talking about the border situation. Now, a lot of these folks that you see up here, they was one of the main ones telling you that there ain't no issue. There ain't no issue. Building a wall and all this whole other shit is racist. We about democracy and all this whole gibberish shit they was out here talking about. Now they done turned around and came out here and now, we have issues at the border.
I will tell you, as someone who is a Texan, who does have communications with Border Patrol, they're doing their jobs. I mean, the big issue is, why do we have so many people that are coming over here? To insinuate that there is a security issue in the realm of there's so much crime that's going on that we're not able to catch. I actually have to tip my hat off to Border Patrol. And Border Patrol has asked us to make sure that we can improve the technology so that they can have better detection of those bad guys that are trying to get over and trying to bring things over. I will tell you, as someone.
All right. So, like I said, a bunch of gibberish at the end of the day. Anyway, let's get over here. So, this is Taylor Swift at the end of the day, about how she feels about Joe Biden's presidency. Under their leadership, I believe America has a chance to start the healing process. It so desperately needs, okay? So, this is after all of this going on, and, Taylor Swift is just a complete airhead at the end of the day. But she has a lot of fans. She has a lot of influence. This is why the NFL is using the Chiefs and cheating for these niggas and shit like that. Part of that, these niggas score a touchdown, they showing goddamn Taylor Swift out here. Like, bro, don't nobody care about no Taylor Swift watching football. But that's all right. The Steelers is coming to put an end to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see what happens though today. So let's go to the next. All right. So this is here is fucking Nancy Pelosi out here. There's never been a question about Democrats' commitment to securing the border. Absolute lies. But like I tell y'all, don't only pay attention to the border. They are flying in this bitch. It's not just, and that's the stigma. That's the stigma they play. They play the race politics when it comes down to the border at the end of the day, because they want to make it seem like, okay, it's the the Mexicans and the South American Brazilians and Honduras and Colombians. It's all these motherfuckers coming through there. So you looking at every goddamn Latino and shit as they some form of immigrant. Now some of these niggas might be stone cold immigrants, but some of these niggas is not immigrants. You know what I'm saying? You might look at the China man or another African man and think, oh nah, yeah, that, he been here. No, that nigga just got here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, at the end of the day, new Chinese store in your goddamn neighborhood. Them niggas just got here. They just got in here. They moved your black ass store up out of there, right? Gave it to them at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a new nail spot in the hood, a new weave spot in the hood, a new Chinese spot in the hood, or a new Arab store in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they do it at the end of the day. So, like I said, one of the dudes, like I said, came on my channel crying and complaining, talking crazy. And I'm like, bro, obviously you didn't listen to the video because, you just thinking I'm attacking niggas walking through the border. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. But anyway, let's get into this.
The president has put forth over $10 billion to assist at the border. We've always been for controlling our border, for securing the border. There's never been a question about that.
Yeah, there has been a question about that. When you're out here sending trillions of dollars to the Ukraine, but you only spend $10 billion on your border, that's a problem. The math ain't mathing. You spend trillions of dollars with the Ukraine-Russia situation, but you only spend $10 billion with motherfucking with our border? Are you crazy? But they're doing a good job though. They're doing a great job.
The president has put forth over $10 billion to assist at the border. We've always been for controlling our border, for securing the border. There's never been a question about.
She's a complete nut job and a complete liar. You know what I'm saying? And the truth ain't in these people, bro. I'm telling you right now. The truth is not in these people whatsoever. I mean, it's just amazing how they get up here and just lie like this. I'll be like, God damn, they got no shame, bro. These niggas got no shame. I'm gonna keep it a whole dollar bean with y'all. And like I said, sometimes I get on these Democrats a lot because I'm trying to get niggas to get off of just voting Democrat all the fucking time, bro. Actually look into policies and shit like that they want to do. Some of these niggas you ain't gonna be able to say, bro. It is what it is. They gonna vote Democrat. Don't matter how much these niggas fucking it up. All they gotta do is rush a blackface out here, rush a ancient American out here, get some kind of issue going and pick a side, make you pick a side. That's the key part about it, making us always pick a side, and then you rush out there to go get your vote. You know what I'm saying? And you might be voting in your against yourself. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Let's let it keep going.
Do you want to see Hunter Biden testify? Either in front of the cameras, behind closed doors?
Okay, so now we off of that issue. Now we're going to just get into a lot of the politics at the end of the day. Now, this is the same woman talking about the Hunter Biden situation. Now, Hunter Biden and them is allegedly guilty than the motherfucker at the end of the day. I mean, this man is just all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let this go.
Do you want to see Hunter Biden testify? Either in front of the cameras, behind closed doors? Would he make life easier on himself to just?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest because this.
See, she don't care. See this, and this is the problem I be having. So you don't want to see a man who committed crimes go to jail, but I bet you out there in Texas, if one of them young boys get out here and slap fire out of somebody at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you would be one of those to accept what happened at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Might be even one of the motherfuckers that end up doing something to somebody like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're gonna support some dumb shit like that. You're gonna support this nigga lying and stealing money at the end of the day and doing all kind of illegal shit. That if a nigga out on the block motherfucking serving a dime bag or some shit like that, niggas is getting caught and getting railroaded in the goddamn jail. But this nigga could be committing massive illegal shit worth millions of dollars and shit like that. You don't care if nothing happened to him, right? A nigga get caught with a motherfucking nickel bag, some herb, trying to motherfucking make some money real quick, trying to hustle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to lock niggas up and throw niggas under the jail at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But you don't care though. Fuck out of here.
It's supposed to be about impeaching the president, but when you have idiots, and I am intentionally calling her an idiot, like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
All right, now listen. I don't always agree with matter of fact, I don't fuck with Majority Taylor Greene. I'm gonna keep it a bean pie. I really don't. I think that woman is a racist. I'm gonna keep it a whole dollar bean with you, right? I don't fuck with her, but sometimes, she does say some shit that I can't agree with. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let this keep going.
Who wants to flash nude pictures? I wouldn't take these people seriously, right? Like, so are you wanting me behind closed doors because you want to dig into my personal sexual life? Does that have anything to do with the president of the United States?
All right, so about those pictures and stuff like that. Remember Hunter Biden's laptop was like a real thing and shit like that. They was trying to say, that was some bullshit. Well, comes to find out that shit was actually true. Okay, so when everybody was sharing Hunter Biden's pictures and shit, he was out here, and let's keep it a bean pie. Some of them girls look very young. Okay, let's keep it a bean pie. Allegedly, some of these girls look super young. They did not look like they was 18. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying?
And him being impeached. If we had serious people, then I probably would care, because I would say this is a serious body of people that are looking for something because they have something. But they have been investigating Hunter for years. It started under the Trump administration. If you had something, I promise you, they wouldn't have held back.
Well, when you have Democratic appointed judges and lawyers and shit like that, you can get some shit done. you can actually get some shit done. You can stop and block some shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the facts of life right there. You know what I mean? If they have appointed city motherfucking whatchamacallit that is a part of a political party, or they put that person there, when it come, they're gonna tell them, hey, look, when it come down to this right here, I'm gonna need you to put a stop to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to put a stop to that. I'm gonna need you to put an end to that. I'm gonna need you to say not guilty, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna say not guilty. They're gonna do what they need to do. At the end of the day, it just, you know, the game. It's the game at the end of the day. But let's let it play.
And so it's a bunch of games. You know, what his lawyers think is best for him, then so be it. But to say that he's spitting in the face of Congress is just false. He has tried to present himself. He has tried to present himself under the parameters that were laid out by our chairman. And, you know, again, they just change their minds. They do what they want to do. They're just kind of blowing by the wind. So.
All right. So, you know, that's her. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let's come over here real quick. So here's Michelle Obama right here. So let's get into her little spiel right here.
Choices about what to do. You can't carry people when you're trying to get to the top. It slows you down. But there's, you know, survivor's remorse that comes with it. And I know you know, a lot of times when I talk to kids and I see them well up, I see in them that struggle, that they've reached a point where they've left people they love behind, and they struggle to figure out how to weather or how to maintain those connections, and it becomes hard and it's draining. You know, kids, for example, who got the opportunity to go to college when half their family isn't eating.
Yes.
Right? And they've got a student loan and they need to use that loan to pay for their books, but they're trying to send money back home to pay the electric bill. And I tell those kids, like, if you want to make it, you've got to make some hard choices about what to do. And I think that's how we've had to look at it. We've been fortunate enough that we've had so many people who were ready for the climb. They had to adjust. They had to go back and do a little working out. But for the most part, they've made it. But for the people who couldn't, we had to leave them behind and keep climbing.
All right. Now, what's funny about what Michelle Obama is saying, because what she's saying, right, you would be like, man, that sounds like some solid ass shit that she's out here saying, right? You'd be like, hell yeah, man, nah, word, man. See, man, what they need to do is they need to have Michelle Obama get out there and motherfucking run for president, right? So they'll get out there and say all this dumb shit. But at the end of the day, her husband was the goddamn president, right? Why the fuck he ain't do nothing? You know what I'm saying? You talking all this survivor remorse and all this whole stupid shit, but your husband was the president and you ain't did a damn thing for niggas. Did everything for everybody else. When it came to, oh, you know, look, man, we a part of the struggle. You gotta vote for him. He a black man. You gotta go vote for him. Nigga ain't did nothing. Nigga getting killed by the police, all this kind of crazy shit going on and shit. Well, man, look, man, we just gotta let him, you know, he gotta get his first 4 years, man. Let him get it. You know, the white folks don't want him being there. You know what I'm saying? Complete scam. Now they out here, election time. I told you they're gonna run these people out here to try to pull on your heartstrings so you can get out here and go vote for these clowns. Absolute clowns at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with motherfuckers talking about this is another spin job that they're gonna hit y'all with, because I've been seeing this too. They're gonna definitely hit y'all niggas with the spin job of the lesser of two evils is gonna be one of them, and telling niggas not to vote. That's gonna be another one. All right, so that's the spin job right there. I seen that shit when I seen that on CNN. I was like, wow. So that's what they want to go. They want to be like, all right, cool. You know, just don't let the niggas vote. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's people feeling like they're gonna just sit on the couch. No, niggas need to get off the couch. Go get your ass out there, nigga, and go vote, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out there and go vote. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Because that shit is important, and at least they can see where niggas is at with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hold up. You know what I'm saying? This is some bullshit. All right, so let's get into the Fani Willis situation. Now, the Fani Willis situation to me is kind of funny to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit up and hold you. It's kind of funny to me because when she was coming after a Young Thug, right? She was coming after Young Thug and shit, and got all them niggas locked up under the RICO and all this whole other shit. You know, she was standing on business when it come down to them, right? But when Ahmaud Arbery and them niggas got smoked out like that, she wasn't standing on business. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to Donald Trump, all right? Donald Trump was she's standing on business. Now she got caught up because of the dude that prosecuted Trump. She was, dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nigga was hitting the box. He had to put the stick in the box. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rodney Rich. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it was what it was. So anyway, this is her doing her splaining right now. She definitely splaining right now. But let's get into it though.
All the glory I receive is His grace, not a perfect me. We are at a time in history, people. Hear me on this. We are at a time in history when you can no longer sit back and just let other folks do. You cannot expect black women to be perfect and save the world. The Lord is completing us. We are not perfect. We need your prayers. We need to be allowed to stumble. We need grace. With that kind of support, we will move mountains and do Jesus' will. Stumbling all the way. So this flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child has a message for each of you today. Please find a way to do your extraordinary, God-given assignment and make this community and the world a better place for all of His people.
Look, at the end of the day, whenever I see people gotta look down, as you see, she's looking at this paper. This is a whole script right here. You know what I'm saying? She up here trying to sound all passionate and shit like that, like she actually give a fuck at the end of the day. She's just using the church folks at the end of the day. It is what it is. Church folks are some of the most easiest people. You could just get up there and say, and the Lord said, and the Lord said, and everybody in the crowd, hallelujah, hallelujah. Then they get the music and shit playing. Niggas get the dancing and shit like that. Motherfucker might catch the Holy Ghost and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that shit be in the church. You know what I mean? But, like I said, when I seen Tyler Perry, bro, listen. When I seen Tyler Perry baptizing niggas, I said the church is done, bro. The church is done, bro. Tyler Perry, and the nigga was literally was in and out of character with Medea and shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga sound like Medea up there and shit. I'm like, this nigga acting. When this nigga become a pastor and he out here baptizing and sanctifying and all, like, bro, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Yo, yeah, man. The church is done, bro. The church is done. Anybody going to motherfucking Tyler Perry church is a goddamn fool at the end of the day. It is what it is. Let's let this keep going, though. But yeah, anytime I see somebody reading a script, I'm automatically like, I don't know. Because when you really mean some shit for real, that shit comes from the heart. I don't get up here and do no script. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up here, okay, yeah, so I'm going to talk about this point right here and that point right there and that point right there. Nah, I get up here and, I let it flow. You know what I'm saying? I let it flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the Jay-Z of the shit. I come up here one take, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? I come up here one take, hold real quick. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me let it play a little bit more.
See, it is never about who you are. It is always about the great I am and who He is.
All right, so you know how some of these women be. They love to put themselves on supreme pedestals. But listen, if we gonna look at it as far as how let's look at it as a spiritual way, right? She in the church, okay? So let's look at it as the church way. The church way is the Most High first, man, then woman, right? Fani Willis, I guarantee you, is a feminist ass woman. She one of these women that, oh yeah, we all do it by ourselves. We gonna stumble all the way. She agree with all of that shit. But when she needed to do something at the end of the day and get Trump and get that under her belt, who she had to run to? She had to run to the ancient American man. All right? But she's up here in this church acting as if, no. And like I said, it's all, what she's reading anyway is a whole script. Okay? Whole script. They expect black women to be perfect and save the world. No, you can't be speaking no shit like that in church. Somebody should have called her ass out on that ASAP. But y'all be so fanned out in the church. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. Y'all get fanned out for Kamala Harris, Obama, motherfucking Joe Biden bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fan out for him. Some of y'all niggas be fanning out for Trump too. You know what I'm saying? I be like, hold up, man. What's wrong with some of y'all niggas, man? Hold up. Look. I fuck with Trump and some of his policies, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this shit is ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas get fanned out. You know what I'm saying? Let these folks get up here and spit you a bunch of gibberish in the church. I mean, I can't believe that she went and did this in the church. And what's embarrassing about this, the reason why she knew she could do this is because we watched them do that shit in the last video I had with Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden in the church, they talking about, Joe Biden, Palestine, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? And then all the black folks in there talk about 4 more years. That's how she's like, yeah, I just gotta go to the black church. That's it. All I gotta do is go to the black church, and you know they'll forget me. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all gonna do that. All right, hold up. Yeah, damn. That's it. Yeah, this is all another video I got to do real quick. All right, so here it is. Okay, so here is Michelle Obama's pretty much going to be talking about how she's terrified of goddamn Donald Trump.
The things that keep me up because you don't have control over them, and you wonder where are we in this? You know, where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted.
All right, so at the end of the day, like I told y'all and I've been telling y'all, all this shit they've been running around here doing to Donald Trump was trying to get a lot of these niggas thrown under the jail, right? Allegedly he was trying to do that. I don't know how I believe in that, but I do think that certain things was blocking them and stopping them at the end of the day. But when it comes down to this particular situation, this is why they so terrified, okay? Because it ain't gonna be fun when the rabbit got the gun. They ain't able to really get Trump right now because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, if they had some shit on them, they would railroad this nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Get him all the way the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's not the case. They know they can't get him, and they doing all this shit to him, make him go to court and running him around. He trying campaign and all this other shit. He got to show up to court dates and shit and listen to these niggas and, you know it's some bullshit. No, we just wasting time and we actually wasting taxpayer money doing this shit. Right? That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? You wasting taxpayer money. Y'all either gonna lock this nigga up or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to do that. This man been going to court for 4 years, damn near 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got nothing to lock this man up. Y'all wasting taxpayer money. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. But that's what keep him up. That's what keep her up at night, and that's why they gonna be on this hellacious. I'm telling you right now, what they gonna be. Whew, this shit is gonna start getting thick. They gonna start. I'm telling you, man. They gonna start putting the fear in niggas to want to vote for Joe Biden, but don't or vote for a Democrat or some shit like that. But don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fall into that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about what Michelle Obama up here talking about. It's a bunch of nonsense at the end of the day. And you better not fall for that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Alright, so here's Whoopi Goldberg crashing out on the goddamn View and shit over Donald Trump and shit like that. So let's get into this real quick.
What's interesting for me is that people's faith in the country is waning. That's the thing that's pissing me off, because in fact there's a reason Joe Biden ran the way he did. There's a reason he's running for democracy now, because that's really what's at stake. You worried that you can't pay your bill? Wait till the other guy becomes president.
Whoa. Let's stop it right there. When Donald Trump was in office, everything was straight. It only wasn't until the pandemic hit, and when the pandemic hit, niggas was actually straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was still straight. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, what Whoopi Goldberg is up here talking about right now is a complete fucking lie. Niggas is struggling under Biden bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you talking about? You can't sit up there and say no shit like that when y'all out here giving out free money to immigrants and shit like that. Y'all giving them $9,000 a month. Some niggas ain't even making $9,000 a month, but you out here just giving it to somebody that ain't from the land. That's embarrassing. But y'all niggas want to go out here and let Whoopi Goldberg and Michelle Obama and all these crash dummies. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't nothing but crash dummies at the end of the day. Get out here and crash out on you. You know what I'm saying? Sell you down the river at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And just like Malcolm X said, you know what I'm saying? They give you the leaders. You know what I'm saying? They give you the leaders. It's no different from looking at the Lion King. I got to keep bringing that up. Rafiki get up there and tell niggas, you know, Simba is the king of the jungle and shit. Look here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Get out here in front of all the Zeeps, the tigers, the lions, the bears, and all this shit. And look, this is the Lion King right here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Complete mockery at the end of the day. But let's let this keep going.
And you won't have to worry about it because you'll be in some camp somewhere.
All right, so Donald Trump is gonna be putting niggas in camps. All right, wasn't it the Biden administration that was forcing niggas to eat the cake? I think that was the Biden administration that did that, right? So if your ass ain't eat that cake, you was fired from your job. If your ass didn't eat that cake, you couldn't go into certain pizza shops. You couldn't go into certain coffee spots. You couldn't go, and then you had hoe ass niggas like Don Lemon up here talking about, yeah, man, I don't think they should be able to even buy food. I don't think they should be able to do this, and I don't think they should be able to go anywhere. I don't think. What? Is you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? That's a dictatorship. Okay? If you don't want something that they want you to do, that's a dictatorship, fam. You want that. You really want that? No, you don't. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no, you don't. You want the freedom to be able to do what the fuck you want to do at the end of the day. If I don't want to take that shit, cool. If I croak out over this shit, then that's what's going to be. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Motherfuckers have the freedom and choice. They give you this freedom and talk about democracy. They love to spin all this shit together. And, you know, we really found out who the real dictators are. You know what I'm saying? That's the Biden administration. We didn't ask for a war in Russia, Ukraine. We didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for all our money to go to Russia and Ukraine. We didn't ask for our money to go to fucking Israel and goddamn Gaza. We didn't ask for none of that. I mean, not Gaza, Palestine and shit. We didn't ask for that shit neither. But you just giving it to us. And then you pushing that shit in the media and you're giving it to us and you're forcing us to eat this shit. So now when it's time to elect or some shit like that, some protest over here, protest over there, now they just using immigration this time around. Last time around, it was George Floyd. It was fucking Breonna Taylor and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was using the race game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they always do. They normally pull this shit off every fucking 4 years. It's the same fucking game. You know what I'm saying? They never give you no policies. They just give you a bunch of fear. Oh, they're going to put y'all in camps. Remember Biden said that shit? Oh, yeah, they're going to put y'all back in chains, right? That's what the nigga said. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas get out here and support Whoopi Goldberg knowing that she support Joe Biden. How? What's wrong with niggas, bro? What's wrong with y'all? But anyway, let's get out here. Let's let it keep going.
His promise to us is he's going to force people to do his bidding. That's what he said. I'm going to be good on day one, and I'm going to turn into this other person. So here's the deal. This is all up to you. This is all up to you. We can sit up here till we're green in the face. But this really comes down to the people. What is the country you want? Do you want the country that you kind of thought you had, where we all get to say what we think and we don't have to be afraid of being American?
Whoa, Whoopi Goldberg, that's a complete lie. Complete lie. She's up here telling. Y'all know, listen, y'all know me. I know y'all watching right now. Y'all know how many channels these niggas done snatched down, and a lot of these people leaned the same way Whoopi Goldberg leaned. Okay, they give you out here, and you could be telling the honest God truth, snatching niggas channels down, snatching niggas hard work down and shit like that, bro, and giving no explanation for the shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She's complete lying out here. That was their administration that did that shit when they was coming into power and shit like that. Their administration was out here swiping niggas channels and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter was bad too. Twitter was bad as well until Elon Musk grabbed that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, you seeing motherfuckers get channels back. You got your Alex Jones out there, Farrakhan's out there. Niggas got their channels and shit back. I think he actually brought Trump shit back, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But Trump got his own fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, all the Trump nights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas over there, they don't give a damn about nothing. I mean, they get on their knees for Donald Trump, man. That should just be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into this real quick.
And believing that, yeah, there will be people who come in and some will get in quick and some will take a different route, but they're coming here for a reason because they're living in a place that's not good for their families. If you're okay with that, you understand that, then fight for us to find a better way to make immigration work. Fight.
Okay, so here it is, Whoopi Goldberg. She lets the cat out the bag. She's fighting for immigration. Okay? Bunch of niggas struggling around the fucking 50 states of America. And she's worried about immigration, okay, in this election. And trying to use the pull on the heartstrings of niggas to still support the dumb shit at the end of the day. It is an absolute sellout job to the max. Out of all this shit we done that's been out here exposed about what they doing for these folks at the end of the day, and all the history, they still want you to support that shit. That shit is treasonous to the ancient American community. It just is, bro. It just absolutely is treasonous. All right, so let's I think, yeah, she's done. All right, so let me come over here real quick now. All right, so here's Whoopi Goldberg again real quick, crashing out. She's been crashing out lately and shit. It's that time of the year where they're gonna let Whoopi Goldberg get out here and crash out on The View. Your Joy Bears and shit like that, they're gonna crash out on The View. It's the same shit, bro. And even Fox News got it. New Year, same media tactics. I mean, it is what it is. Now, I don't agree with everybody on Fox News. I don't agree with everybody, period, right? But, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's get into this, though.
Somebody who says, I'm going to be on day one, I'm going to be a dictator. Who says it to you, tells you, I'm going to put you people away. I'm going to take all the journalists, I'm going to take all the gay folks.
All right, so let me say this real quick. Everything that they doing to Donald Trump, right? Running him to court, trying to run him into jail, all this whole other shit. If you got into a position of power, you're not going to be like, well, shit, I know y'all actually did real crimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even like on some shit like, it ain't on some shit like, okay, I'm going to just try to railroad you into jail even though you didn't did shit. Like, nah, I actually know that y'all did a lot of crimes, and a lot of y'all that's talking shit, y'all niggas is some scumbags, pieces of shit, and I can actually get y'all locked up. I'm going for that. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Is you crazy? You're not gonna up the pistol on me, and then all of a sudden I get the pistol and shit. And this, we supposed to be kumbaya. Like, hell no, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna end it right here because I gotta start getting ready and shit like that for this fucking football game. But so I'm gonna end it here. Here's Bill Gates. Okay, this is Bill Gates. This is the man that they were shoving in your face, talking about motherfucking eating the cake and all that whole other shit. All right. Now I always talk about this speech when it comes down to this scumbag right here. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this real quick.
The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
All right, I'm gonna run that back one more time real quick.
People, that's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
All right, so here's a man that's out here that was running in your face and running to the ancient American community saying that we needed to take his shit first. All right, we needed to take his shit first at the end of the day. This is what this man diabolical plan is. This is a fucking scumbag, bro. But this dude be on TV and you listen to this dude's advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we serious? Are we serious? This is a man who literally is up here talking about mass genocide. We're the world right now is 6.8 billion. And in a couple years it's going to be at 9 billion. And we have methods of new eating a cake and new technology and new reproductive systems and stuff like that, and we can reduce that by 15%. Unreal. The police should have ran on the stage, tackled Bill Gates to the ground, locked and handcuffed this nigga and threw him in under the jail. Under the jail. That's a threat. That's a threat. Are you serious? And this is the same man that gets up here and tells you, hey man, go eat the cake, buying up all this farmland, okay? Got you eating the McDonald's fries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all Bill Gates shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga out here with Bill Gates out here got meat and shit like that in his goddamn in the grocery stores and shit. Niggas is eating that. All right? This man is out here trying to slowly kill motherfuckers.
Well, common sense would tell you if you have a man standing in front of you saying he's going to reduce the world's population by 10 or 15% using vaccines, what does that mean to you? That means somebody's going to die because you put a vaccine in them. It doesn't mean you're going to save people.
Right. No, and it don't mean that it even. Let's say, let's say if it doesn't take a motherfucker out, well, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? If it don't take a motherfucker out, whatever can be in that shit can be stopping niggas from reproducing in general. So then once you do that, once a motherfucker can't reproduce, that'd be another way of stopping population as well, reducing population as well. See, this is a scumbag, bro. They should have ran on stage and absolutely arrested this man for insanity, crimes against humanity, terrorist. This is a terroristic threat. But y'all respect this clown. Y'all respect this clown. You know what I'm saying? Unfucking real. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nothing Bill Gates talking about. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Once I seen that shit, and this shit is super old. I remember seeing this shit a while ago, and I couldn't believe that they rolled this dude out. You know what I'm saying? And was talking about goddamn running around here talking about, oh yeah, we need y'all to get out here and eat the cake. Who's part of that? You said who? Mr. Gates? Oh yeah, I ain't fucking with that. Only thing Mr. Gates good for allegedly is the goddamn he was good for the Xbox, Microsoft and all, because wasn't Xbox, Microsoft and all that. So he was his partnership was good with that, computers and shit like that. And allegedly he wasn't even the one who created the shit. You know what I'm saying? He a thief all the way. He a criminal all the way through and through. Straight criminal. You know what I'm saying? But y'all respect people like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take advice from scumbags like this. You know what I'm saying? Absolute scumbag. To the highest order. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I just know when I see a nigga like Bill Gates, I don't trust that nigga, man. For nothing. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. Nigga out here talk about dollar fries and shit like that. Like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Bill Gates try to fuck niggas up. You know what I mean? Like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, come down here, man, get a $1 cheeseburger. Ah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with Bill. Where that shit come from? Bill Gates got a piece of that? Ah, nah. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Where that come from? Oh, Bill Gates got a piece with that meat right there? I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with anything Bill Gates unless it's a goddamn Xbox or a goddamn computer. You know what I'm saying? Even that Bill Gates so diabolical, that nigga makes some shit, have some radiation and shit going off the screen and shit like that. That nigga, yo, you can't trust no nigga like Bill Gates, bro. But see, Whoopi Goldberg to get her black ass up here and motherfucking get up here and be wagging her finger at niggas and shit. Go eat the cake. Go out there. You gotta trust a guy like Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Fuck no. Fuck no. Never in life. You know what I'm saying? But anyway though, man, I got a game to get ready for, man. It's about to be game time. It's Rise and Shine Monday. You know what I'm saying? Rise and Shine Monday. So we about to see what's popping in about like a half an hour, just about. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm ready for that one. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, we'll definitely come back sometime, probably. I don't know. I get these scumbags a couple more days or something before they say some other dumb shit at the end of the day. But it is what it is. Let me just, as I'm getting ready to get off of here anyway, let me just see if there's anything that might catch my eye real quick. Might want to just add that in here. But yeah, man. You know, happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody out there. You know, you're gonna have some scumbags out here, you know, completely ripping and trashing the man on his day. I'm not like that. You know, we could be definitely critical of what he was a part of at the end of the day, but we definitely gotta be honest and motherfucking give him his credit for when he found out and how everything was fucked up. He told his people. You know what I'm saying? He told his people, hey man, yeah man, this shit was, yeah man, we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We fucked up on this one. You know what I mean? But hey, we coming to get that check though. You know what I'm saying? We coming to get that check. And unfortunately, that's when they took his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was watching this yesterday too. I just want to show y'all this. So this is the game yesterday. When Matthew Stafford got hit, and the way that nigga hit the ground, this nigga was knocked out. How he got back in the game is I don't know. That they threw concussion protocol out the window. Watch this shit. Look at this nigga. Boom. This nigga eyes rolled behind the back of his head. He was out of there. Look at him. Look. This man is out. There's no way he should have returned back to that game yesterday. No way. No way he should have went back in that game. That man was out cold, bro. Now the first hit wasn't bad. It was the second hit because the other guy was coming towards him from that other angle, and when he hit him, and then the way his momentum carried him, and he pushed him down, his head just bounced off the fucking his head bounced off that fucking turf, bro, like a fucking basketball. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was knocked out. You know what I'm saying? No way. When I seen him getting up, I guess they probably rushed him up, like, yo, get up. And he was holding his hand. I'm like, how he holding his hand, bro? You was knocked out. Look at this nigga. He gone. Look at, he's gone. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to talk about that in the video that I do today at the end of the day, once I'm all done with this. But yeah, man, that shit was crazy, man. So I'm definitely going to, let me retweet that real quick so I can throw that in my video. But yeah, man, that nigga was out of there, bro. I'm like, how the fuck he returned back to the game, bro? I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Hold up. Let me go back down. Alright, here we go. Let me come over here. Alright. Yeah, let me just show y'all that shit real quick. Hold up. Yeah, look at this nigga. This nigga was gone. Bang. That man is throwing up. That man, I don't know if that man is part of 60 Crip. I don't know if that man is out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he GD. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That man throwing up gang signs. That nigga was out. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know somebody is knocked out like that. That shit was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that in the recap when I recap and do the video at the end of the day. But yeah, man, that was, there's no way he should have had returned back to this game. So as you see what the dude posted, he says, so you're telling me the people upstairs watched this and gave Stafford the go? Yeah, man, this was crazy, bro. I was like, oh, he ain't coming back in the game. Somebody said if that was Mahomes, game would have been canceled. Hilarious. Oh man, but that was definitely roughing the passer, man. Yeah, he literally knocked out. Yeah, he was out of there, man. That dude was out of there, bro. That definitely should have been roughing the passer though. For sure. He knocked that man. That man would thought he was still on Detroit after when they woke him up. You know what I'm saying? He still thought he was on Detroit, but I ain't gonna hold you though. He came back in the game. He was slinging the fuck out of that ball though. They lost though. I was like, yo, if Stafford come through and win this game, that's all I was thinking. Like, yo, if Stafford come back after getting knocked out like that, come back and win this game, I got a different found of respect for dude. But that's why I gotta do a video about it, because I definitely do got a different respect for Stafford after watching that game, man. This nigga was knocked out. He was not supposed to make it back into that game, and the fact that he came back in that game and was it seemed like he was more focused and shit. I don't know what they did to him. you know, they got some kind of super serum or some shit like that. That nigga was like, he never got knocked out and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway. Tell Like It Is TV. Shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. You know what I'm saying? Before I get off of here, everything I said in this video is alleged. You know, when it comes down to you know, any hate speech, you know, we not condoning any hate speech. We not inciting any violence against any group of people or anything like that. We know YouTube soft like that. So, you know, we got love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got love for everybody. We just gotta tell like it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But so, you know, don't be out here harassing no groups and no folks like that. We not condoning that. Tell Like It Is not condoning that shit. Alright, YouTube? We not condoning that over here. Alright? Anyway, we out of here, y'all.